Welcome to our October edition of Fridley's Community Connection. In this episode, we meet the Fridley Fire Explorers and say goodbye to a familiar face. But first, if I asked you how many working smoke detectors are in your home, could you answer? We kick off Fire Prevention Month with a simple message: hear the beep where you sleep. Thank you for joining us. I'm Raquel Strand, and this is Community Connection. When it comes to a fire, seconds count and location matters. With half of home fire deaths reported at night, smoke alarms need to be near sleeping areas and in working condition. Here's Fire Captain Renee Hamdorf with some important safety reminders.
Hello and welcome. I'm Renee Hamdorf, Captain with the Fridley Fire Department, here to talk about fire prevention. October is National Fire Prevention Month, and the theme this year is Hear the Beep Where You Sleep. And the theme references hearing your fire alarm where you sleep. We want to remind everybody the importance of having a working fire alarm, smoke alarm, in your sleeping area. What that means is that we would like to have a smoke alarm in each sleeping room along with outside of your sleeping area. It's also a good reminder to have a working smoke alarm on each level of your home when you are changing your clock for daylight savings time, to replace the batteries in your smoke alarm, and each month to test your smoke alarm. Being that your kids are probably getting used to the routine of going back to school, now would also be a wonderful time to be practicing a safe escape plan with your kids and all of your family members in your home. And now, the Fridley Fire Department Top 10 Fire Safety Tips. Number 10, keep your water heater set no higher than 120 degrees Fahrenheit. This will help prevent scalds and hot water burns. Number 9, reduce trip hazards by clearing storage from floors and stairs. Number 8, do not cook or smoke while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Number 7, clear out your exterior dryer vent every 6 months and your lint trap after each use. Number 6, maintain a 3-foot clearance around all heat sources such as your furnace, your water heater, your stove, dryer, candles, space heater, or fireplace. Number 5, do not use extension cords or multi-plugs for permanent use. Consider having an electrician install an outlet instead. Number 4, have a fire escape plan and practice it, most importantly. Number 3, keep a fire extinguisher on each level of the home near an exit on your way out. Number 2, install carbon monoxide detectors near sleeping areas and by gas appliances. And number 1, have a working smoke alarm on each level of your home and in each sleeping room. We kicked off Fire Prevention Month early this month with our Fire Department open house. If you were there to join us, you were able to see some of our information with regards to smoke alarms. Information such as the different types of smoke alarms available. We have ionization or photoelectric. What that means is how a smoke alarm detects a fire. If you tend to see a smoke alarm going off commonly because of steam from your shower or every time you cook noodles, you might want to replace your smoke alarm with a photoelectric. It is less sensitive to steam from cooking, something to consider. Another important information is where you would want to place your smoke alarm in your home. If you have any questions on fire safety or would like more fire prevention tips, please feel free to visit our city website, fridleymn.gov, or call the fire department at 763-572-3613. Thank you and have a great day.
No one believes in these fire messages more than the 8 young adults in the Fridley Fire Explorers program. Explorers get hands-on experience and an inside look into what it takes to be a firefighter.
Hi, my name is Dean Knowles. I'm a firefighter here with the City of Fridley and also coordinator of our Explorer program. Our Explorer program is designed for youth ages 14 to 21 who are interested in the fire service to get first-hand knowledge, first-hand experience to see if it's a career that's interesting to them. What we offer to our Explorers is we drill weekly with our Explorers, giving them as real life as we can experiences, giving them a chance to see what it is like to be a firefighter. We also offer a ride-along program that gives the kids a chance to come in and ride along with our duty crew, actually enter EMS calls or fire calls, and again, give them a first-hand knowledge what it is like to do that. Some of the benefits I feel from this program, besides obviously it does give kids a chance if this is a career they want to pursue, I think I have seen the kids mature. I think it is designed as a mentorship program to experience things that I think will benefit you whether you enter this service or any other career that you choose.
I'm Kevin Penner, and I am an explorer with the Fridley Fire Department, and I've been a member of the Fire Explorers for about 2 months, and what I've done so far is I have been in the State Fair with Governor's Prevention Day, and one of the events we did there was extrication out of a vehicle, which is just cutting up the vehicle to where you can get a victim out. We competed against 19 other stations, and we met a lot of people, so that was a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Katie Less, and I am enrolled in the Opportunities and Emergency Care program at Spring Lake Park High School, and I decided to become a firefighter explorer to further my knowledge in emergency care and firefighting.
If you would like more information on joining the Fridley Fire Explorers program, visit fridleymn.gov/explorers or call Fridley Fire at 763-572-3613. October not only means fire prevention, but this month we celebrate local manufacturers and we get a reminder to get our vehicles ready for winter. Here's Jaquel Nissen with more.
Hi there everyone, my name is Jaquel Nissen. I'm the Economic Development Intern here at the City of Fridley. Today I want to tell you a little bit more about Manufacturing Week. It's October 1st through October 10th this year, and it's a statewide celebration as well as a citywide celebration. We want to celebrate this here at the city because we have many jobs here in Fridley, but we also have 39% of those jobs here in Fridley are because of manufacturing related industries. This is really important to make sure the manufacturers know that it's really important to have them here in the city. They make a huge difference, as well as manufacturing as a whole in Minnesota is something to celebrate because one of the 4 biggest industries is manufacturing. We also want a little bit more information about the kinds of manufacturing that goes on here in Fridley. Anything from a medical device part, I'm sure you see the Medtronic World headquarters here. It's actually the operations headquarters now. They make all sorts of medical devices. We also have industries that make parts for different airplanes. We have industries that make medical device parts for animals. And we also have water bottle companies, all different industries. We want to make sure you celebrate the National Manufacturing Week, Statewide Manufacturing Week, and Fridley Manufacturing Week, October 1st through 10th. You can visit Dream It, Do It Minnesota and sign up for a tour today. And you can also send them thank you notes if you want to tell them you appreciate them. October is also Fall Auto Care Month, and it's really important to take care of your car before winter hits. So today we're with Dan Scher, the store manager at Victory Auto Service and Glass, and he's going to tell you why it's so important to take care of your car, and also remember to make sure you shop small and locally here in Fridley to take care of your car before winter hits.
Well, one of the most important things to take care of for winter is the cooling system. Make sure that the temperature of the cooling system is good to 40 below. Also make sure that your cooling system is clean and that everything is flowing good for the heater operation. The other things that are important are the electrical system, checking the battery, make sure that it's going to start the car. Your tires, to make sure that they're inflated and the tread depth is good, that you want to, so you can have good traction. And also make sure that your tune-up is up to date so that you don't have any problems starting it or affecting fuel economy or running problems or stalling. So those are some of the most important things to do and get the vehicle checked over and ready for winter.
Thank you, Dan, and let's hope everyone gets their car winter ready here soon before the snow hits.
Thank you very much.
As cold weather approaches, not only is it time to give our vehicles a checkup, but it might be time to prepare our homes as well. A Home Energy Squad Enhanced visit is a great place to start. Stacy Boots Camp from the Center for Energy and Environment explains.
The Home Energy Squad Enhanced program is provided by CenterPoint Energy and Xcel Energy, and it's in partnership with the City of Fridley. The HRA, the Housing and Redevelopment Authority, pays for half the cost of the visit for Fridley residents, and so that makes it only $50 for people to take advantage of this great program. Already over 200 people in the city have participated in the program, which is great. So we're very happy to see that. The numbers are high. So it's a great time to take advantage of a Home Energy Squad Enhanced visit as we have winter approaching quickly, although today is a very beautiful day. With the Home Energy Squad Enhanced visit, it's a 2-hour customized visit that helps people save money and energy in their homes. Also helps people to be more comfortable in their homes, which is an essential thing for people in these long winters we have here in Minnesota. So at a Home Energy Squad Enhanced visit, there are 2 energy professionals that visit the home. It's a 2-hour visit. They will do a blower door test that checks the home for air leaks, combustion safety tests on the heating system and water heater, and an insulation inspection. So knowing where people's homes are at that level brings people peace of mind if they're already doing a great job with energy efficiency, or gives people a really nice roadmap for how to reach a higher level of energy efficiency, to be more comfortable in their homes, and also save money on utility bills. In addition to the diagnostic tests we do that I just spoke of, we also install products right away at the time of the visit. So those products may include door weather stripping, a programmable thermostat, water heater blanket, high efficiency light bulbs, shower heads, and faucet aerators. I work for the nonprofit Center for Energy and Environment. We deliver the program for CenterPoint Energy and Xcel Energy, and we're really happy to be working in partnership with the City of Fridley. This is a really great program. It's a one-stop shop that helps people to save money and energy and be more comfortable all in one swoop by just giving us a call to set up a Home Energy Squad visit. We'll come and do all of the work for you, let you know how efficient your home is, give you a report with any recommendations for energy upgrades, which may be eventually upgrading to a high efficiency heating system if you don't already have that. We'll look to see if the home is leaking a lot of air and if it needs more insulation. All of these things we put into the report and give you an estimate of how much that may cost, and then any rebates that you're eligible for from the utilities. So it's a very easy program, easy process to participate in it, and we like to make it really simple for people to save money on energy and be more comfortable in their homes.
Sign up today to take advantage of the Fridley discount for these highly valuable visits. Learn more and reserve your appointment online at the MNCEE website or call 612-335-5874. TED Talks is a growing trend worldwide. Defined with the tagline, "Ideas Worth Spreading," TED Talks is most famous for their social media videos that dive into deep, sometimes controversial, but always interesting topics. Now a group of volunteers brings TED Talks closer to home with TEDx Fridley.
Hi, I'm Kathy Kramer, and I am the co-organizer for TEDx Fridley, and I also work as an instructional technology coordinator for Fridley School District. And then Tim.
My name is Tim Leistico, and I am the TEDx Fridley co-event organizer with Kathy. And during the day, I have the privilege of working at Fridley High School as an English teacher. TEDx is actually a part of the larger TED organization, and of course, I think people sometimes, if you say, "Oh, have you ever heard of a TED Talk?" they think, like Ted Danson, Ted Knight, depending, I guess, on your age range. And actually, TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. And TED is something that started back in the 80s as a sort of a small get-together of people to talk about those topics, and has grown over the years to a international organization that has thousands of these talks, which are on a wide variety of topics on their website, which is TED.com. A while back, they decided this is a great way to highlight great ideas, people sharing what they're passionate about. Why don't we turn it over to local communities? And so a TEDx is just that. It is a locally produced, organized, curated event in the style of a TED Talk. And so here at TEDx Fridley, we are doing just that. While we will be able to use the fantastic resource that is TED.com, the TEDx Fridley is completely locally organized, produced, and features both residents of Fridley and people around the area of Fridley sharing on a theme. And this year, for TEDx Fridley, the theme is Belong.
TEDx Fridley is a community event, and 2 years ago we hosted TEDx Fridley Public Schools. And TEDx Fridley Public Schools was just for students. This year we'd like to really get out into the community and get a lot of people involved, so we moved beyond TEDx Fridley Public Schools and into the community. So on our team we have the mayor, we have retirees, we have people from different organizations, businesses, restaurants. So we're really embracing the community to put on the event and to invite the community to come to the event.
This year the theme for TEDx Fridley is Belong, and that was a truly collaborative effort involving everyone on the event planning team. It went through several iterations until we landed on Belong, and I'm going to let Kathy talk about why we chose Belong.
We chose the topic of Belong because some of our people that will be attending, and actually one of our speakers, has been in Fridley and their family's been in Fridley since the very beginning. Fridley has changed so much over the years, and there's a lot of diversity, and we just thought that Belong would be a good opportunity to unite the whole community with students and parents and business owners and everybody to look at Fridley's rich history and how we all belong.
The theme of Belong is a way to showcase that great history. We have members of the event planning team who have been longtime Fridley residents and people such as myself who came to this community as a teacher and have seen it over the past 10 years embrace its change in diversity, whether that's socioeconomic, whether that's ethnic background, and not just embrace it but thrive. And so now we're looking at a Fridley that is growing, that has businesses coming in, that has exciting projects that are leading to a great future. And so the theme of Belong really showcases that celebration of the wonderful history. If we think about the 49ers Day celebration and the culture that has been established with that, of celebrating what it means to be a Fridley resident. And I always think of it this way. I have the privilege of working in Fridley High School, and I spend a lot of my time in Fridley, and I consider myself a Fridley resident to a certain extent. And the residents of Fridley are a wide spectrum, and so the theme of Belong gives us that opportunity to look at where we're going as a community and what that means to be a member of the Fridley community.
As far as speakers, we are over the moon about our speakers. We have Representative Keith Ellison's going to be our host. We have student speakers. We have people from 15 to 80 that are speaking. We have speakers talking about science breakthroughs. We have a gospel singer. You can find out all about our speakers at our website, which is tedxfridley.com. You've got to join us. It's going to be great. Tickets are $15, and we hope to see you there.
Obviously, this sounds like an amazing event to belong to. So you might be asking...
Good one, I get it.
Thank you, Kathy.
Yeah.
How can I belong? Well, here's the big thing. This event will happen on October 30th at the Passion Event Center, which is an amazing building here in Fridley that is open to the community for events, weddings.
It's where we are.
It's where we're at right now.
Exactly.
And they are wonderful people, and they are allowing us to host the event here on Friday, October 30th. In order to secure your spot, you must go to the website, which is, again, tedxfridley.com, and purchase your ticket at least 1 week ahead of time, if not earlier, because we need to capture information from you that will make your experience here unbelievable.
And once they get their tickets, they should be here at 4:30 in order to get a good seat. We start at 5 and we go till 9. There's going to be great speakers, entertainment, food trucks. There's going to be a drum circle with 60 drums. It's going to be great. You're not going to want to miss it.
The event will be held on Friday, October 30th, with doors opening at 4:30 at the Passion Event Center behind Wendy's restaurant off Highway 65 and Osborne. Tickets are $15 plus a small service fee, and are available on their website at tedxfridley.com. This fall has brought some big changes for the Fridley Police Department. After 31 years of serving the city of Fridley, Director of Public Safety Don Abbott announced his retirement. We invite you to look back with us at his 3 decades of community service.
October 1st of 1984 was the first day that I came to work in Fridley, and I was working for the Big Lake Police Department just ahead of that. In the 31 years I've worked for Fridley Police, absolutely have seen changes in police work in the community. Some of those include crime has actually been dropping over most of that time, definitely over the last 24, 25 years. People are calling the police as much or more as they ever have. There is actually fewer crimes to report, and it fits with what we've seen, which is we tend to deal more with quality of life issues now, neighbors getting along with neighbors, family disputes and issues, parents having difficulty with their kids, things that don't rise to the level of a crime and would not constitute a crime report, but definitely provide an opportunity for a police officer to step in and help the family deal with that issue. When I started, we carried revolvers, and we had a set number of portable radios that we had to trade among officers at the beginning and end of a shift. Our squad cars had a simple 5-channel radio in it and no computers. As time progressed, we added technological tools. The Opticom, the device that helps us change traffic lights, came to us in 85 or 86. Also bringing a canine unit into Fridley Police for the first time, deploying 2 canines right around 5 or 6 years ago for the first time. We just retired the first one, Kona, this summer, and have added now our 3rd, Jax, with Officer Tom Roddy. One of the more rewarding things as a police officer over the years has been the interaction with the community, whether it's time spent on a call or answering a question when I was a patrol officer, to more recently Shop with a Cop that we do every year, where we shop with kids identified by our local schools as being able to benefit from shopping with a police officer with donated funds at Walmart for Christmas gifts for their family. I've participated in that every year. I shop with usually 2 to 3 kids. They all have stories. I get to hear their stories, meet their family, shop with them for 2 to 3 hours. That's been a lot of fun. Some of the more impactful memories I have when I look back at the calls over the years, 2 calls come to mind. One was a medical where mother and daughter were at a house in Fridley, and the mother was going to the hospital suffering with some form of cancer, and it was very clear that this would very likely be her last trip to the hospital, and to stand there in the living room while her daughter, who was I think 15 or 16 years old at the time, basically said goodbye, was a very impactful memory. When accidents or fatalities happen in other communities, those communities will call us and ask us to contact next of kin here and advise them of the incident, of the fatality. They're referred to as death notifications. And I remember one night I received a request to do that for the Iowa State Patrol, and I went to the address that was given to tell them that basically their husband and father had been killed in an accident. And as I pulled up outside the house, it was a beautiful summer night. I could see the family. Several kids were out playing in the yard, and I sat on the street for 5 minutes, and I thought about how I had information that would change their life forever, and they didn't know it yet. And I sat on the street for 5 minutes and watched, and I just wanted to give them 5 more minutes of life the way they knew it before I provided the news that would change their lives forever. And that is probably the single most impactful call to me personally in 31 years of police work that I remember. Personally, one of my proudest accomplishments while I've been a police officer is the Minnesota Law Enforcement Memorial Association Honor Guard. That is a group that I visioned and started with the help of a lot of other people. We put together an idea for a team of police officers from all over the state who would come together and work as a full Class A dressed honor guard to honor our fallen comrades, to help at their funerals. We would do colors details for different associations, and the main thing that we were formed to do, though, was to provide military type honors at funerals for fallen officers. Our team had a colors team, it had a rifle team to fire the 3 volleys, it had a casket team that would be pallbearers, and also flag folders that would fold the U.S. flag into the triangular shape for presentation to the family. And we had buglers. If you create something that can last, and that can last beyond your time with it, if the founder is able to step away and the unit keeps going and actually gets stronger and better, that is very, very gratifying. That means you've really accomplished something, and I feel that's exactly what I was able to do. That's something I was able to give back to the state of Minnesota that'll last long after I'm gone, is my hope.
We have been blessed with Don's years of leadership and dedication to our community, and he leaves very big shoes to fill. That task will go to Brian Werke as he accepts his new appointment as Director of Public Safety. Look for more with Fridley Police in the upcoming episodes of Community Connection. It has been an active fall for the City of Fridley. Here's City Manager Wally Weisopel with the Council Update.
Hello, I'm Wally Weisopel, City Manager, and I'm happy to bring to you our Council Update for September. The City Council was very busy this month. We had regular meetings on the 14th and the 28th, and then on the 22nd we had a special meeting. And as always, our council meetings have workshops before the City Council meeting, and then we have our regular legislative council meeting following. At the workshops, we don't make any final decisions on any city policies, but we do set direction for the city staff and gain input from the City Council on critical issues. At those workshops, we again continue to talk a lot about the location of a new City Hall and Public Works garage. And the reason for that discussion has been going on now for about 8 months. And the reason for that discussion is because our current facility needs about $17 to $20 million in repairs. So the council had asked staff to go out and see if there are other locations and can we spend our money more wisely. And the City Council was able to have those discussions and identified one location for that, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. The other thing that we talked about were some police updates, and that is a result of our Public Safety Director, Don Abbott, retiring at the end of the month of September. And we've appointed a new Public Safety Director, and that is our current captain, Brian Werke. We've also appointed Brian's replacement because he was the former captain, and that'll be Mike Monsrud. So all those changes are taking place, and a lot of turnover in the police department, and this is a good thing. Don Abbott's retiring after 30 years. We're very proud of all the work that he's done for us. Legislatively, the council has also been very busy. We approved several special use permits. Special use permits, again, are a type of requirement on a property for an allowable use, but sometimes the type of use that's being requested needs to have some finer details looked at and some restrictions put into place. And this one was for a special use permit at 5300 4th Street. And this is for what's called a comprehensive home health care. If you're familiar with the area, it's right along 53rd and kind of a busy commercial area there with a gas station and repair shop, and then a nice residential area. And what this was proposed to be is at what they call a comprehensive health care facility, kind of like a transitional care center, if you would. And this needed a special use permit to identify the parking that's in demand and if they're making that a parking appropriately on site and the hours of operation and those kinds of things. It's reviewed by both the Planning Commission and then the City Council, and both the Planning Commission and the City Council gave approval to that business to be created. The HRA, the Housing Redevelopment Authority, is a separate government entity here in Fridley responsible for doing all the economic development that you see on University Avenue, the Cielo project going on, and also the purchase of the property of the former Columbia Arena. The HRA, though, can't set its own levy. They have to request it, and then the City Council adopts that. And the City Council did set that levy for 2016 for the HRA. The city has a prosecuting attorney. It's been Carl Newquist for many, many years, and the City Council approved an extension on his contract to do prosecuting services for the city for another 2 years. Then we get into the business of the financing of the city. The City Council has to set the preliminary levy for 2016 and submit it to the Anoka County by the end of this month. And we did that just the other night, and the council adopted a levy of $12,200,000. Now that levy, it provides all the funding for our police and fire and public works. Our water and sewer are part of an enterprise account, and that's paid for by the utility fees. So that levy is set, and it can't be increased, it can be lowered, and the City Council will finalize that levy at a public hearing in December. Likewise, we have to tell the public how we're going to spend that money, and that's part of our preliminary 2016 general fund budget. That budget was set at $15,767,400. Now, if you notice that budget is more than what our levy is, and that's because we do receive money from local government aid and other sources, such as transfers from our liquor fund. So that budget is preliminary as well, and it'll be proposed to the City Council to be finalized in December. We do 2 meetings on the budget so that the public can come in, hear it, and make any reactions to it, and then at the next meeting, the last meeting in December, the City Council entertains approving the final budget. Lastly, the City Council identified by motion the location for a proposed City Hall and redevelopment district, and that will be in the Columbia Arena site. After 8 months of review, the City Council, and reviewing about 8 different locations, the City Council settled upon the Columbia Arena being the best site. Now, that also comes on the heels of the recommendation that was made by the Columbia Arena Review Committee. They met 3 or 4 times, took lots of public input. We had some developers come in, we had different experts come in. We had people, the residents had the opportunity to design what they thought the Columbia Arena should be for the city. And that was recommended to include some municipal services and parks along with residential development. So the City Council passed a motion to direct staff to begin the process of developing plans for the potential of having a city hall along with the residential development there at the Columbia Arena. And if you've been by the Columbia Arena site, you'll notice that it's pretty much been torn down and getting prepped for some redevelopment. So this does not mean that the City Hall will be built or it'll be financed or anything is final. It's just setting in motion the public process that'll begin in the next few days to let people know what we're attempting to do. We need to identify this first phase as being the pre-design phase, and that's where architectural style will be identified. The developers will look at the area and identify if it's the right mix of residential and municipal services to develop residentially, and then also where the parks will go and the various amenities. We'll also have public participation process so that you can come and see what our City Hall currently looks like and the deficiencies that we've been talking about and why the best decision might be to build a new City Hall and Public Works garage. So those things will all be heading forward, and that's thanks to the work that the City Council did in September. I'm Wally Weisopel, City Manager, and thanks for tuning in.
big thank you to those who were able to come out and join us for one of the many recent community events. Our fall recreation brochure is now out. Find it online at fridleymn.gov/recreation and join us in a game of pickleball, sign the kids up for a Halloween party, or catch a play with the senior program. We have activities for all ages and interests. That's all for this edition of Community Connection. I'm Raquel Strand. Thank you for joining us.
This has been a production of Fridley Municipal Television, Channel 17. Thanks for watching.